En un resort spa, en un resort de wellness, lo que buscamos es ese bienestar para nuestro cuerpo, para nuestra mente, pero realmente estas instalaciones están sacando el mayor de los rendimientos posible. Hemos de escuchar gurús y expertos en el sector, como hemos tenido en esta edición de Salón Piscina Barcelona 2015, como Raoul Andrews-Sudre, este es el chairman, es el director del board del LaPaz Group y presidente de Aspen Resorts International. Él será quien nos dé una rápida imagen de cómo está el sector y hacia qué dirección va este resort. Nice to meet you. Thank you very much for coming. Which is the main direction of this wellness resort? Or the question is, which is the right one?
Well, there's no right one, but there is an evolution in the perception of how you can treat yourself and help yourself be in better health. And that's the idea behind wellness. It's how do you do certain things to feel better, to improve your health, just mentally and physically as well. And there are many, many ways you can do that, not just one way. And of course in Europe, in the past, there really only was two ways, and it was, both of them had to do with water, the thermalism and thalassotherapy, and I think you've interviewed a bunch of people who represent this. Mm-hmm. But in the rest of the world, just like in medicine, see, the medicine that you know in Western Europe is it's allopathic. You wait till you're sick, and then you go and see your doctor, and he tries to cure you.
Yeah.
And the rest of the world, you go to the doctor so you will not be sick. It's called preventive medicine, and it's based on an approach which is different from the West, which takes care of the energy, which is the battery of the automobile, of our body, mm-hmm. and it takes care of the energy in your body and balances its power to obtain the objective, which is not to get sick, to be in good health, both mentally and physically. That's the trend.
Yeah, exactly. This energy is so important. But talking about this kind of resorts, mm-hmm. imagine African or another territories are changing their minds, are including these resorts in the hotels, but they are very proud of this, and they are providing the best activities or the best accessories, the best equipment. For instance, you go to the desert, the Moroccan desert, and you have the best spa area with a haima, but you only want to get your sand off. No, we have to really think about the opportunities, the necessities.
The necessities.
Exactly.
Yeah. Well, you know what you're referring to is
yeah.
the use of water.
Yeah.
The use of water is basically the center of thermalism and thalasso, and most of the spas in Europe are based on water. So what happens when you go to a place where the only water you may have would be just to, as you said, to take the sand off your body. Mm-hmm. It is completely possible because there are many other ways of improving the health of the body in a completely different environment. Now in Africa, which of course, as you probably know, I'm the Vice President of the African Spa Association, mm-hmm. What we are trying to do with the association is to develop a pure African point of view in terms of wellness. And of course it's very rich. Africa has a lot of herbs, and they have treatments that they have been practicing for hundreds of years, which are not comparable to what we do here in the West, but that are very efficient. So the idea is to let Africa become another element, another way of expressing the purpose of what a spa is, which means to get in better health, but adding to that an exotic element, which means that when a person goes to, let's say, Africa, to a spa, they will get a treatment they would not get anywhere else in the world, and that would represent their perception of what Africa is all about.
Exactly. There are so many perceptions about the wellness.
Many, of course.
Of course.
That's the one thing
but
that you really have to
we have to
understand.
consider that Africa is an emerging market.
Huge.
So
huge.
take care about
huge.
it.
Huge possibilities.
And the other thing is personalization.
Yeah, exactly. You see today, and I think when you see it with your people with a telephone, everybody's all about me. It's very personal.
Yeah,
So when you go to a spa, you don't want to have the same treatment and the same program than everybody else, because that's like cattle.
Yeah.
You got to put the beef. Yeah. So the new trend, very very significantly throughout the world, is to try to personalize the treatments. And how? Based on age, based on your gender, based on your vibration, based on your morphology, based on a lot of other factors.
Exactly.
But it's personalization. The treatment is for you.
Yeah, because
and not just for anybody else.
I get into a swimming pool and I have my problems and I have my life, and you have your problems and you have your life, and of course we couldn't be in the same pool or in the same water.
Exactly.
It won't function. It won't have the same function in your body like in my brain.
Yeah, exactly. So the whole idea is to construct new treatments that are based on the need of individuals, and that's the new trend.
So it's a great pleasure to listen your explanations about this new way of wellness, being, and this new way of life.
Right.
Definitely. So Raoul Andrews-Sudre from USA,
yes,
to this Salón, Piscina, Barcelona,
exactly,
and to the world. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
See you.
Salón, Piscina and Wellness Barcelona. Global Aquatic Exhibition.